Cooks time! Seafood mac and cheese. The San Francisco Bay Area. Hello, hello, it's Cooks time, and today I'm making seafood mac and cheese. This seafood mac and cheese is inspired by my sister, Monty, my mother, Lady Catherine, and my stepdad, Terrence. They are avid seafood lovers, although my stepfather decided to go vegan, but anyway. My sister and my mom both love seafood, so I decided to make a seafood mac and cheese for them, and I know they're truly will enjoy this. And of course, when they come visit me, I'm going to have to make this again. Okay, so let's get started. I add fresh garlic, salt, and olive oil to the water. Then you'll add your shellfish. And you want to cook your shellfish until you see it bright red color. We're going to cook our shellfish 1 to 3 minutes per tail. And we like to cook it all the way through to a bright red color. Make sure there's no brown. Olive oil. I'm using a cast iron skillet on high heat. Add the scallops down. We want to sear it and get a nice golden crust on each side. For our sake salmon, I'm going to cook that skin down so that the skin can get done first. Again, we're looking for a nice brown crust on it. Scallops are coming up really beautiful. Nice brown on each side. Only about, I would say, 30 seconds for each side. And flip it over. We don't want to overcook it. We just want that nice brown color. Add lemon juice for acidity. And a little bit of sprinkle of kosher salt for flavor. But we would like to keep the natural flavor. Here, shrimp. Make sure we wash it in cold water and devein both sides of your shrimp and take off the tails. We're gonna add it to olive oil. Again, fresh garlic, a little kosher salt, black pepper for taste. We want to cook it on a medium heat. Make sure we keep stirring it every 3 to 5 seconds. Cook out all the gray in shrimp. Want it nice, big, plump, and all pink. All right, our shellfish is ready to come out. Nice, beautiful red color. And you can tell when the lobsters are ready when they curl up. Here we are, we're finished with the shrimp. Let's add a little bit of the lobster stock to it. White wine. Again, it already has the garlic in it. We want to add some cold pieces of butter, a little at a time. Put it on low heat. Make sure the butter melts nice and gentle into the sauce, and it'll be nice and creamy. Add lemon juice for acidity and brightness, and a little salt just to give it a little flavor. Again, keep it on low temp until all your butter melts smoothly. There we have our lobster. And our dungeness crab. Look how beautiful that came out. Our red sake salmon. Nice golden color. Scallops. And our big beautiful pink shrimp. I'm really excited about this one. Seafood mac and cheese. Okay, so I did this mac and cheese with the large elbow noodle, just like this here. So before I get started on this one, I did it with the large elbow noodle because we are going to have our shrimp scampi, our dungeon crab leg, our wild catch salmon, and our scallop. Yes, so I want to make sure that you get a chance to see every single thing that's going to be in the mac and cheese and also get all the flavors. So we're first going to start off with heavy cream. Heavy cream for this one. It's going to give it a nice white cheese flavor. Look at this. Oh, it's coming together already. So put your heavy cream in it. After we do our heavy cream, we want to add our butter. Now don't worry about the butter here. It's going to melt down and distribute evenly in the hot oven. Okay, let's go ahead and add our garlic because we want that nice garlic flavor. So this is almost like an Alfredo sauce that we're making, but we're making it in the oven opposed to on top of the stove. Usually in Alfredo sauce, you will add your flour, but since I already have breadcrumbs, why not just use the breadcrumbs? And this will help thicken in the sauce. Right, and let's add some seasonings. We have to add our kosher salt because we need flavor for this because of the heavy cream. A little bit of our seasoning oil, or seasoning salt. Black pepper, again, you can add white pepper if you don't want to see the black pepper specks, but by the time you get all the seafood in, who cares? Give it a nice stir. All right, one season you are going to be surprised about, and that's nutmeg. The reason why I add nutmeg is because it's going to give it that nice nutty flavor. And it's going to go delicious on top of the heavy cream and the cheese. Just a little sprinkle, not too much. You can smell it already. Our cheeses. Cheese is very important for mac and cheese, right? Okay, so we have our Parmesan cheese, and we have our mozzarella cheese, and we have our Gouda cheese. So you can get the Gouda that's already shredded, but I like using these big, nice chunks of Gouda. Guess what? Because every time you bite in there, you're going to get this nice big burst of Gouda. Ooey gooey Gouda. And it is going to be a great surprise, and it is going to complement the seafood very well. Okay, so when you think you have enough cheese, just add some more. Lastly to it, we are going to add the egg. The reason why we're going to add the egg because we want our mac and cheese to all stick together. So for this one here, 1 egg is good. And it's going to cream up the sauce very nicely. This is going to be good. Look at this. Already it's coming out delicious. Okay, so we have our Pyrex pan right here, and we're just going to go ahead and season it. We have a little bit of our vegetable oil this time because we don't want it too heavy. And again, have a nice little crunch at the bottom of it. Okay, now this is where it's going to get really nice and decorative at, because I want to make sure every single bite you get, you are going to have that nice seafood. So we're going to layer it here at the bottom. Oh my goodness. Smells so good. And then we are going to take our shrimp right over here. I'm going to chop it up a little bit, just a fine chop, because we want to make sure that every bite that you take of this mac and cheese, that you get some good shrimp. Look at this. Big, beautiful shrimp. And it smells so good. Look at that.
Now I'm going to add fresh Dungeness crab. Yes, I know how to crack a crab. Growing up in Louisiana, knowing how to crack a crab with your bare hands is a necessity. So I am adding about a pound of fresh Dungeness crab right into the pasta. By doing so, the crab is going to melt right into the Alfredo sauce, and with every delicious bite you are going to get this wonderful Dungeness crab flavor. After I boil the lobster with garlic and lemon, I'm going to crack it straight down, take out the meat, chop it up, and this is about a pound of lobster. I'm going to add it right in the middle to create layers. Instead of mixing it all the way through, every time that you eat it, you'll get these wonderful, nice big bites of lobster. Wild caught sockeye salmon, my favorite. About a pound of that as well. And topped with cheese. Like I said, if you don't have enough cheese, add more cheese. A little bit of pink salt right on top for flavor. And there we have it.
Seafood mac and cheese. So I have the mac and cheese in the oven. It is going to melt down and be ooey and gooey delicious. Remember, for the seafood mac and cheese, we made an Alfredo cheese sauce. So I have these leftover lobster tails right here. I'm going to do something extra special because I know when my mom and my sister come over, and this is probably going to be one of their favorite meals from me, I want to make sure that I do a presentation that's going to be nice. Okay, so look, olive oil. All right, and we are going to do just like this with a clean paper towel. All right, that nice. Look at that, huh? All right, so the leftover lobster tail, look how cool this is. It's like the red color, the little fin on it, and I cracked it down the middle part so we could get the meat out. But also, if you put it like this here, and let's try to choose some really nice big ones for them. I know that they probably eat like 2 each. So let's see if we could get 4 on here. Oh, here's another big one. Okay, so this is some of the leftover mac and cheese filling that I made. I saved some before I put it all in the oven. And we're just gonna go ahead and scoop some in here, just like this. Oh my goodness, this is going to be divine. I hope they appreciate this. All right, this is going to make a great presentation. Look, just stuff it in there like that. This looks delicious already.
I'm stuffing about 1.5 cups equally for each lobster tail. Depending on the size of your lobster tail, you can stuff more, but you want to make sure you evenly distribute each amount, so that way when you cook it in the oven, it can all cook evenly, same temperature at the same time. This looks delicious. Stuff lobster tails with mac and cheese. Oh, look at that big shrimp right there on the end. My sister Monica and my mother Catherine is going to love this. Extra cheese. Like to add extra cheese to it. That way it can help stick inside of the lobster tail. Okay, let's go ahead and finish this up. All right, that looks gorgeous. Add a little olive oil to the top and more cheese on top. Remember, if you don't have enough cheese, add more cheese. And we're gonna put it in the oven about 350 for about 12 minutes. And there we have it.
And stuffed lobster tail seafood mac and cheese.